stock, Rajratan Global Wires, they've delivered a rather good set of numbers in the third quarter. Keep in mind, the stock has been a near 10-bagger in the last couple of years or so. It's one of the key manufacturers of bead wires, which is essential for making a tire. So it's a play on the tire industry as well. We have Mr. Sunil Chaudia, the CMD at the company, who joins in. Hi, Mr. Chaudia. Thanks so much for joining in, sir. Your numbers have looked good and, you have been delivering for the last few quarters. But give us an outlook from here on. What do you end this year with in terms of volumes? At the 9-month mark, you've done roughly around 65,000 tons odd. The last entire year, I think you did around 71,000 tons. So what do you end this year with in terms of volumes and also your margins? I'm looking at your EBITDA per ton. That's gone up big time. Now your margins are at around 21%. Can you hold on to that number? Please go ahead.
Yeah, Nigel, our target for this year is to clock a number of 90,000 tons, both put together, India and Thailand. So we should be able to do 55,000 tons business in India and about 35,000 tons in Thailand. So that is the target for this year. On your question of margins, a lot of this has come because of the work we have done on the shop floor. We have done a lot of innovation, a lot of cost-cutting measures on the shop floor, which is multiplied and which is reflected on a very large number of tonnage. Okay, so these numbers are sustainable. I don't see a major problem in sustaining this. And more so, our motto is to become a favored supplier of bead wire to our customers, tire companies, and we want to remain competitive. It is not that we are charging extraordinary price. We are selling this product on a very competitive price. So I don't see a problem in that.
All right, we take that point. Mr. Chaudia, the first time we spoke to us this year, you guided for almost 135 to 140 crores in terms of EBITDA. You've done 134 crores in terms of EBITDA in the first 9 months itself. I guess you will up that to close to around 170, 180 if one has to go by the run rate that you're guiding for. But the important part is from the next year, what kind of capacities are coming on stream? You'll do 90,000 tons this year. What's the target for FY23?
I have told in the past also that we plan to grow by 25% in volumes, and which will be very much possible because we are doing some debottlenecking in our Pithampur facility, which will give some extra production, maybe 5-10%. And our expansion plan in Thailand will be on stream next year. So that capacity will be utilized. So next year, our target is to do minimum 115,000 tons of volume.
And if you could break that up for us between India and Thailand next year?
So it should be, I'll say 65 or balance from Thailand. Yeah.
Okay, 65-50 it would be then.
65-50, yes.
Okay, all right. You've been talking about this capacity expansion, which clearly the street is excited about. Give us a sense about the funding. How much will you be currently? What is the debt in your books, if you could give us that? And what is the capex that you've planned? How do you fund it? Will it be from internal accruals? How much of that will be debt? Go ahead.
Yeah, now our current debt, including working capital, is 197 crores. And majority of this is working capital loans, which are available to company. You will appreciate that Rajratan has already crossed the last year's turnover. We are far ahead of last year's numbers, and that requires some working capital support also. So there is an increase in the working capital loans, but it is below 200 crores.
All right.
Going forward, as you already said, we have a robust cash flow. So our growth plan should be funded with the cash flow available to the company. And if there is a shortfall, we have availed 100 crores of term loan from the banks. So that is the plan.
And the total capex would be for all these plants, the South India plant and the Thailand plant?
Thailand is about to complete. So there we have spent, and the remaining work will cost us around 70 crores. And in Chennai, we have up till now spent about 50 crores. And the balance 250 is planned for next 2.5 years.
Okay, so your peak debt would be what then?
We will try to remain close to the current number, okay, but then it can range from 200 plus minus.
So 200 crores roughly is the peak debt number. 200 to maybe 200 to 250 crores will be the peak debt number. Are we getting that correct?
Max, yes.
You want to raise some equity?
There is no need. There is no need currently to raise it.